What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the Monterrey Liverpool post-match analysis video. This team is just incredible. We scored another stoppage time winner to send Liverpool into the Club World Cup final. We will meet Flamengo 3 days from now, and there Liverpool can be officially crowned the best team in the world. But is there any doubt that this team just never gives up? And I honestly thought at some point we will lose this game because Monterrey played incredibly well. I don't think Liverpool underestimated Monterrey. It was just the fact that Monterrey are a winning machine themselves. If you check out their last like 10 or 12 results, they haven't lost a game. They won like 90% of their games. And they played really well. I have to say, Monterrey, huge congratulations to you guys because you played fantastically well. And at some point, you were the better team in this game, which is incredible to say against the European champions. And also, Naby Keita and Mohamed Salah, what a brilliant duo they were in this one. Mohamed Salah found Naby Keita behind the Monterrey defense, an absolutely incredible assist, and Naby Keita slotted it home. Naby Keita potentially put in back-to-back man of the match performances for Liverpool, but just 2 minutes later Monterrey equalized through the striker Funes Mori, and it was kind of a defensive lapse of concentration, but it was a very well worked set-piece routine from Monterrey, and the Monterrey player almost bicycle kicked his own teammate in the face. And then Alisson makes a save and he couldn't do anything about the rebound. But by the way, if Liverpool didn't have Alisson in goal, if we had Mignolet or Karius still, we would have lost this game 3-1 or 4-1. Monterrey had so many great chances where Alisson had to make world-class save after world-class save in the first half and in the first like 20 minutes of the second half. But once Liverpool made their big substitutions, once Mane and Firmino and Trent Alexander-Arnold came on, it really showed why they are starting for Liverpool and not the players who were on the pitch previously, because the quality that they have is just second to none, outrageous. Especially the assist from Trent Alexander-Arnold was magnificent after a great run by Salah between two Monterrey defenders. Somehow Salah keeps the ball, and then he tees up Trent Alexander-Arnold, who puts in a teasing cross in the corridor of uncertainty between the last defender and the goalkeeper, and Firmino slots it home past the goalkeeper, who, by the way, the Monterrey goalkeeper made some incredible saves. Naby Keita was through on goal at one point after a great pass by Oxlade-Chamberlain, and he plucked that ball from Naby Keita's feet brilliantly. And I'm just watching the replay on my monitor, and Alisson made such a world-class save when there was a low cross across the box. And if Alisson doesn't touch it, then it's an open goal tap-in for the Monterrey striker. And Alisson makes a last-ditch save there. This was a much harder, much more difficult game than I think many people anticipated. I actually anticipated this to be a very close, hard-fought game, because this was Monterrey's, potentially their biggest game in their history. If they could have beaten the European champions, that would have been a historical moment for their club. And now Liverpool meet Flamengo, and Flamengo have history with Liverpool, because I think that Liverpool lost to Flamengo in a preseason friendly, and I think it was another Brazilian side that Liverpool lost to when they lost the last Club World Championship final, which was in 2005 when Steven Gerrard, of course, lifted the Champions League, and after that we went to Japan to contest the Club World Cup final, and we couldn't win it. And this is the last trophy that Liverpool haven't won in their history. I'm not sure if you didn't know that, if you knew that or not. I'm sure most Liverpool fans know that the Club World Cup is the last trophy that Liverpool have never won. We won every single other major club trophy that is available for an English team to win, but we never won the Club World Cup, so the Club World Championship, whatever they call it. So I'm really hoping that Liverpool will beat Flamengo in the final, but I think that will be an even harder game. And I think Jurgen Klopp just had to rotate the side. That's why Liverpool's performance wasn't up to their usual standard. But also Monterrey were much better than I think many people expected. I keep saying it, but Monterrey was fantastic in this game. Honestly, they played such nice football. They had loads of shots. I'm not sure the statistics about this game, but Monterrey actually had loads of chances, and I think that Alisson has to be a contender for man of the match. So I'm just checking the statistic. Yes, Liverpool had more possession, but Monterrey had 3 more shots and 2 more shots on target. Monterrey had 15 shots, 8 on target. Liverpool had 12 shots, 6 on target. So actually, Monterrey more than deserved to at least get a draw and take it to extra time. It must be heartbreaking for Monterrey to lose in the last second, but if you have watched Liverpool this season, I mean, I lost count how many times did we win games in the last minute or in the last minutes of stoppage time. I remember Aston Villa away from home where we were trailing 1-0 in the 88th minute and we won the game, but we won other games in the last minute as well. In the past 18 months, Liverpool have won an unprecedented amount of games in the last seconds or the last 5 minutes. It's an incredible achievement. And Firmino came on in the 85th minute, and 5 minutes later he scores the winner after scoring just 1 goal in his past 16 games. Firmino hasn't been his usual prolific self, but he's still contributing massively to the team and to how we are playing. So I will say that Firmino is still one of my favorite players at Liverpool, but maybe he sacrifices himself more to the team and to the team cause than before. But this was just an absolutely incredible substitution by Jurgen Klopp. And what must be worrying for Liverpool is that when Van Dijk is not available and he had a slight injury knock, so he couldn't play today, Liverpool look very vulnerable at the back. Henderson and Gomez were the makeshift centre-backs, I mean Henderson especially, and Liverpool were not their usual self at the back. And even with Van Dijk, Liverpool have been more vulnerable than last season at the back. So I think that Liverpool have a great opportunity to fix this problem and go and find somebody who would be willing to come in, play some games and then sit on the bench when the injuries heal. So maybe a Klavan type of centre-back, somebody who is an experienced centre-back who can play right now straight away in the Liverpool starting 11, but who is fine with sitting on the bench for the European champions. And I think that Liverpool really need to find somebody to fill the gap, because Liverpool having just one fit centre-back, Joe Gomez, right now is less than ideal. So I'm sure that Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool are looking at possible solutions, but what I would do is I would bring in a Klavan type of centre-back, somebody who is experienced, who is a safe centre-back and who can also sit on the bench without any problems. So maybe not like a really big name player, but somebody who would be willing to, you know, sacrifice himself for the cause. But Jurgen Klopp disagrees. Jurgen Klopp doesn't think that Liverpool should sign a centre-back. He thinks, and I quote Jurgen Klopp here, this is what he said: "We will not sign a centre-half because of injuries. That is the world outside who thinks we are short and we have to do it. But afterwards, we would have 6 centre-halves and that wouldn't make a lot of sense." If Jurgen Klopp watches Liverpool tonight, he must be worried. What would happen to Liverpool's title challenge without Virgil van Dijk? I think that we would be a lot more vulnerable defensively. So let me know what do you think about this problem in the comments below, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, see you later, goodbye.